All right, friends, next we're going to go over an inner thigh stretch or adductor stretch. So there's a couple of different ways to do this, so we're going to go over all of them. One of my favorite ways to start is just to have one leg outstretched. This is for people who are really tight. So you want to have one leg outstretched. Think about your knee and your toes actively pointing towards the ceiling, okay? And then you're going to have your hips squared. And then I want you to start to lean down towards the floor. So what I don't want to see is that foot rotating in. I want to see that foot staying towards the ceiling. You can even kind of help your hand place here to kind of brace it, and then gently leaning forward. You can reach your arm out to kind of assist you, but as you can see, as I start to go down, you see how that foot wants to tilt. I got to actively keep it out. Now this is for people who are very, very tight. Sometimes I like to even tuck my arm underneath my calf and kind of block it. I did this in the very, very early postpartum phase after having my child. And this was just a nice, gentle stretch for the legs. And you're just stretching one side at a time, so this will be a little bit easier on the body. So that's one way, and then obviously you start on one side, and then you would go to the other side. You might feel like you have one side that's more flexible than the other. Oh, my other side was definitely more flexible than this side. This is, now I'm not keeping my body square. There we go. And just kind of, I like to block that knee and then reach forward. Now, the progression from here, doing one leg at a time is the easiest. So obviously, doing both legs at the same time would be harder. So you can do the same thing here, kind of use your hands to brace and then start to gently lean forward. The biggest thing I see in this stretch, besides all the dog hair, is as people start to go forward, I like to block my knees and really get into those hamstrings and inner thighs, but some people will start to roll down. And you'll see them as they're going into basically the splits, their entire leg just rotates, which that's just not the purpose of what we're doing here. So you want to try and keep those knees nice and level up and just gently lean forward. If you have a stability ball, this is not a stability ball, this is just the ball I have handy. You can roll that stability ball forward and it can kind of support you as you lean into this. Oh, my body is incredibly tight. I need to do this more. Okay, so this is the easier way. Next, the more advanced way is coming into a froggy stretch. So I call it the froggy stretch because your legs look like frog legs in this position. So you're going to have your knees level with your hips, and then you want to spread your knees farther apart. So it's ankles in line with knees, knees are in line with hips. So it's a perpendicular pattern here. And then you want to slowly go down towards the floor and just relax. So the people that you see doing it like this, you're not getting fully into those inner thighs and adductors. You want to stay nice and in line. You can put a pillow or a yoga block underneath you for maximum relaxation here. Now, if this is too much, you can bring one leg underneath and then straighten out the other leg. So it's kind of like you're doing a single leg, not really a froggy, but more so just a single leg inner thigh stretch, but putting more force behind it than the previous stretch. So I would start here. So you want to keep that toe and knee towards the wall then at that point. And you're sinking that right hip down towards the ground, really getting into that inner thigh. This would be very similar to if you were doing a lateral lunge and standing, but this is just going to be more so on the ground and a little bit easier to relax into. So what you do on one side, you do on the other side. You have the seated, legs outstretched, inner thigh stretch. You have the froggy variation, and then you have the single leg froggy type of stretch. So there's 3 different variations. Whichever one that you pick, I would recommend breathing and relaxing and holding it for an extended period of time. If you can only tolerate 20 to 30 seconds, that's fine. But if you can tolerate more breaths and really relaxing into the pose, and then switch sides and then do another round and see if you can get a little bit further into the stretch. Thank you and have a great day.